Welcome back to AI Brief, episode 26. I'm Amin.
And I'm Leah.
Hope everyone had a nice, relaxing weekend.
Or
Ready for another deep dive into the world of AI.
always exciting to see what's new.
This week, we've got a pretty fascinating mix of sources, I think. We're going to be looking at some industry news, a really big announcement from Cisco regarding AI security.
Definitely a big one.
We'll also look at a roundup of some recent scientific discoveries that really been making waves.
Yeah.
And of course, we'll wrap things up with a few hot new AI tools that you might want to check out.
Sounds good.
Okay, let's unpack this a little bit, starting with this Cisco AI defense.
Okay.
What really struck me was this idea that the future workforce isn't just about AI replacing humans, but expanding the workforce.
Yeah, that's an interesting way to look at it.
So think AI apps, agents, robots, even humanoids working alongside us.
Right.
This obviously raises a big question, though, right? How do we secure an AI-powered workforce?
That's a critical point. I mean, traditional security solutions are really struggling to keep pace with the rapid evolution of AI.
Absolutely.
Think about it. AI evolves so rapidly that yesterday's security measures just aren't built to handle today's AI applications.
So they're obsolete.
Pretty much. What Cisco's trying to do is establish a global standard for AI security. They're calling it AI defense.
From what I understand, they're taking a two-pronged approach here. First, they're focusing on monitoring third-party AI apps to control data sharing and access. And then they're also protecting sensitive data during custom AI development. Sounds like they're trying to cover all the bases.
Yeah, they're recognizing that the way we use AI is changing. I mean, enterprises are now training AI on their own sensitive data, plugging it into their systems. This creates a much wider attack surface. Any piece of data that touches your AI app becomes a potential target for leakage, manipulation, even theft. AI defense aims to give security teams more control. They can monitor and control how those third-party AI apps are being used and then create policies to limit access to risky apps or restrict data sharing.
That makes a lot of sense. And for companies that are developing their own AI applications, what kind of protection does AI defense offer?
Well, AI defense constantly examines both what's going into an AI application and what's coming out of it to prevent leaks in real time.
Interesting.
So imagine it stopping an AI from accidentally revealing personal data or snippets of your company's secret source code.
That's pretty impressive. So it sounds like Cisco's embedding security directly into the AI development process itself.
That's exactly right. Instead of relying on individual developers to remember to build security into their applications, AI defense is baked directly into the network infrastructure. This means every AI application gets consistent security automatically.
So it's a network-level approach
Right.
rather than an application-level approach.
Right.
That seems much more scalable and efficient.
Absolutely. And it leverages Cisco's existing network mesh to provide unparalleled visibility into AI traffic within a company's network. Security teams will have a much clearer view of what's going on.
So here's where it gets really interesting to me. AI and cloud computing are becoming increasingly intertwined. So how does Cisco plan to address the security challenges in a multi-cloud, multi-model world where vulnerabilities can exist at both the model and application levels?
Well, the reality is that most companies are already operating in this complex world, and it's only going to get more complex. AI applications are often built and run in different ways with fragmented ownership. It makes it a real challenge to pinpoint vulnerabilities. Cisco is aiming for AI defense to evolve to address this by providing unified security across models, applications, and stakeholders. It's about managing that complexity and making AI security practical for companies as the technology keeps advancing.
So what I'm hearing is that Cisco isn't just trying to secure AI, they're trying to make AI forward the new normal for businesses.
That's right. Their vision is a future where AI is everywhere, seamlessly integrated into every aspect of business. And security is a given, not an afterthought. If they can remove the fear of security breaches, they believe it'll clear a major roadblock to wider AI adoption.
It's a bold vision, for sure. But let's kind of shift gears now and explore some of the fascinating scientific breakthroughs that have caught our eye this week.
Okay, let's do it.
I'm always amazed at how much there is to discover in the world of science.
I know, there's always something new and exciting happening, pushing the boundaries of what we thought was possible. And this week is no exception.
So our first stop is space. China has announced plans to build a massive solar power station in space, positioning solar panels much closer to the sun.
It's an ambitious project.
I can't even wrap my head around the scale of this project.
They're aiming to collect more energy in a year than all the oil reserves on Earth combined.
Wow.
Imagine the implications of that. clean, renewable energy on a scale never seen before.
It's mind-boggling. But space isn't the only place where incredible discoveries are happening. We're seeing major advancements in quantum computing as well. This week, physicists managed to store quantum data using antimony atoms, which can exist in 8 different states.
That's a major improvement over traditional qubits, which are limited to 2 states.
Absolutely.
These antimony atoms are far more resistant to errors, bringing us a step closer to practical quantum computers.
It sounds like quantum computing is moving from the realm of theory into the realm of reality. And speaking of rewriting history, new evidence suggests that parts of Iron Age Britain might have been centered around women, challenging our traditional understanding of European history.
DNA analysis indicates that husbands actually moved into their wives' communities after marriage, with land and leadership passing down through the female line. It's a fascinating discovery that flips the script on what we thought we knew about the past.
It makes you wonder what other surprises are still waiting to be uncovered. While we're on the topic of rewriting history, MIT has just smashed a quantum computing record by achieving a single qubit fidelity of 99.998%, a massive reduction in quantum errors, paving the way for real-world applications of quantum computing.
It's a testament to the incredible progress being made in quantum computing. And speaking of progress, scientists have finally solved a long-standing mystery about the universe. They've figured out why sulfur seems to disappear in dense star-forming clouds.
I've always been fascinated by space mysteries. What was the answer?
It turns out that at extremely low temperatures, sulfur binds with ammonium to form ammonium hydrosulfide, a salt that attaches to space dust and pebbles. It's been hiding in plain sight all along.
That's amazing. It's a reminder that even in the vastness of space, the smallest details can have a huge impact. Now, let's dive into the world of tech trends and see what's been capturing people's attention this week.
From the latest launches to viral videos and deepfake scams, there's always something new to talk about in the fast-paced world of tech. First up, we have Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin continuing to make waves in the space race. Their new Glenn rocket successfully launched on Thursday, heating up the competition with Elon Musk's SpaceX.
It seems like the era of private space travel is truly upon us.
For sure.
And on a lighter note, a video clip from 1985 resurfaced this week showing physicist Galen Windsor casually eating uranium on live TV.
Oh, I saw that.
It's a bit unsettling.
Yeah.
But also kind of a fascinating glimpse into a different era of science communication.
It certainly sparked a lot of conversation online, with people debating the safety of his actions and just marveling at the casualness of it all.
It's a reminder that our understanding of science and safety is constantly evolving.
Right.
But unfortunately, not all the tech news this week has been so lighthearted. We're seeing a rise in deepfake scams, with scammers using AI to impersonate celebrities and defraud people. One woman in France was even conned out of $850,000 by someone pretending to be Brad Pitt.
It's scary how real these deepfakes are getting.
It really is.
It highlights the darker side of AI and the potential for misuse. As deepfake technology becomes more sophisticated, it's going to be increasingly difficult to distinguish between real and fake videos. This creates new challenges for security and trust.
Absolutely. It's a stark reminder that we need to be aware of the potential risks of AI as it becomes more integrated into our lives. But let's end this segment on a more positive note. A new study suggests that growing food on the moon might actually be easier than growing it on Mars,
Interesting.
offering a glimmer of hope for future lunar settlers.
That would be pretty amazing.
It would. And finally, for a dose of nostalgia, a retro Sony camera with a comically large memory card went viral this week, giving younger generations a glimpse into the pre-SD card era.
I remember those days.
It's amazing how far technology has come in such a short time. Sometimes it's good to take a step back and appreciate the progress we've made. But speaking of progress, let's move on to some of the exciting advancements in science and technology that are offering real-world benefits, starting with a potential breakthrough in the treatment of trauma and PTSD.
No.
Researchers have developed a technique that uses happy cues to rewrite negative memory patterns during sleep.
Wow.
Kind of like a gentler form of the neuralizer from Men in Black,
I like that analogy.
but with the potential to offer real relief for people who are struggling with traumatic memory.
That's incredible.
It is. And speaking of understanding the world around us, scientists are creating a network for animals using electronic tags.
What?
It's being called an internet for animals, if you will.
That's fascinating.
So this network can provide real-time data on animal movements and behavior, which can be used for a variety of purposes. from predicting wildlife disease outbreaks to understanding animal responses to natural disasters. It's a powerful tool for conservation and research.
It's like we're finally being given a window into the secret lives of
I
animals.
know. And speaking of breakthroughs, there's some promising news for people with Parkinson's disease. Researchers in China have developed a groundbreaking technique using gold nanoparticles to target and potentially reverse damage to dopamine cells, which are crucial for movement and coordination.
Great news.
Early tests in mice have shown significant neurological recovery, offering hope for a potential cure for this debilitating disease.
It's amazing what science can do.
It really is. It's a reminder that even in the face of seemingly insurmountable challenges, human ingenuity can find a way. And finally, for people with retinitis pigmentosa, a genetic disorder that causes blindness, scientists have identified 2 new compounds that could lead to better treatments.
That's encouraging.
So these new compounds are less toxic and light-sensitive than current options, offering hope for more effective vision-saving therapies.
It's a significant step forward in the fight against blindness.
Absolutely. Now, for the final segment of our deep dive, let's explore some of the hottest trending AI tools that are worth checking out. From news platforms to music composition tools, these tools are changing the way we work, create, and interact with the world.
And they really showcase the incredible versatility and potential of AI across a wide range of applications. First up, we have Particle, an AI-powered news platform that aims to provide a more holistic understanding of complex stories.
So instead of just presenting headlines and sound bites, Particle uses AI to connect the dots between different sources and perspectives,
Exactly.
giving users a more comprehensive view of the news.
Right. It's like having a personal news curator that helps you cut through the noise and get to the heart of the matter.
That's a powerful tool for staying informed in a world where we're constantly bombarded with information.
Absolutely. And for developers who are working together on large, complex code bases, there's a new chat application called Tab9. It's specifically designed for professional developers engaged in these big code collaborations.
Collaboration is so essential in software development, but it can be a challenge to keep everyone on the same page, especially when you're working with large teams in complex code. How does Tab9 address this challenge?
Tab9 provides secure and focused communication channel where developers can chat, share code snippets, and discuss technical issues directly within the context of their work.
Interesting.
It's like having a virtual meeting room dedicated to code collaboration.
That sounds incredibly useful for streamlining communication and keeping projects moving forward.
And speaking of creative tools, what about those of us who aren't musicians but still want to express ourselves visually?
Well, there's a fascinating AI-powered platform called SpiritMay that lets you create personalized videos featuring digital avatars of yourself.
Oh, wow.
It's a new way to share stories, present ideas, or simply have fun with AI-generated imagery. So you could create a video with a digital version of yourself, explaining a complex topic, giving a presentation, or even just telling a joke.
Exactly.
The possibilities seem endless.
They really are. It's a fun and engaging way to leverage AI for personal expression and communication. And for content creators who are trying to get their videos seen by a wider audience, there's a tool called Munch that can be a real game changer.
In a world of short attention spans and endless scrolling, it can be tough to make your videos stand out.
Yeah.
What does Munch do to help with that?
Munch uses AI to automatically analyze your long-form videos and identify the most engaging segments. It then creates short, shareable clips that are optimized for different social media platforms.
So it's maximizing your reach and impact.
Exactly. It's like having an AI editor who can take your raw footage and turn it into bite-sized pieces of content that are perfect for capturing attention online. From optimizing your schedule to generating music, protecting your business from AI threats, and even creating a personalized digital avatar, it's clear that AI is rapidly changing the way we live and work.
It's an exciting time to be following these developments and seeing how this technology shapes our world.
It is. And what's most fascinating to me is that we're still in the early stages of AI adoption. The tools and applications we discussed today are just a glimpse of what's to come. As AI continues to evolve, we can expect even more transformative and impactful innovations in the years ahead.
That's what makes this field so captivating. It's constantly evolving, and there's always something new to learn and explore. We've covered a lot of ground today, from the latest news in AI security and scientific breakthroughs to the hottest trending AI tools. We hope you've enjoyed this deep dive into the world of AI. If you found it insightful, please consider following AI Brief and sharing this episode with your friends.
We appreciate you joining us, and we look forward to exploring more fascinating AI developments with you next time.